Now in the UK, disposable vapes is set to be banned as part of plans to tackle the rising number of young people taking up vaping. The government says it'll prevent vapes being marketed to children. The charity Action on Smoking and Health claims the number of 11 to 17-year-olds now vaping occasionally or regularly has doubled since 2020. But the UK Vaping Industry Association said disposable vapes have played a key role in helping millions of adults quit and stay off of cigarettes. Well, let's get a bit more on this now with the vaping industry expert Tim Phillips, also Managing Director of Tamarind Intelligence, a consumer products consultancy. Very good afternoon to you. I'm going to throw another stat in there. 9% of 11 to 15-year-olds now vapers, I believe. They're not even old enough to smoke. So this has moved beyond really just helping people give up smoking, hasn't it?
Well, I think there's certainly a big problem, Mark, and a lot of the things you were just mentioning are of massive concern. I think people have had enough of these disposable devices being, shown in all retailers all around the country, and I understand the thinking behind it. What I would say, though, is that these products are also used a lot by adult smokers to move away from smoking, and there is a concern, of course, that this is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction and is not going to have the consequences that the government intends.
Yeah, I was going to pick up on that. So is there still an argument they do play a role? They do help people to give up, sort of full-fat smoking, if you like?
Yeah, definitely. They absolutely do. These products are really good. I mean, they work and they mimic smoking for people who really want to give up combustible cigarettes. And so, taking them away from those legitimate users, I think is going to be a massive problem. So, I mean, a lot of the arguments around this disposable ban is actually, rather than ban, just make sure that the retail segment is controlled better, that, trading standards are controlling the supply and make sure that kids don't get access. But, I mean, there is a concern, and I can see a lot of parents are really worried about these products. And we haven't even talked about the environmental consequences of throwing away a battery and nicotine liquid when you've used it. I think that's a major problem as well.
Yeah, just briefly, Tim, I mean, it's big business, isn't it? I mean, we've seen some of the big companies involved here. Share prices taking a bit of a battering today.
Well, yes, it is. But, actually the big international companies are not very dominant in these disposable products. A lot of the disposable products are made in China. The well-known brands you will know, from the high street in the UK, they're not owned by, I guess what people might think is that they're owned by the tobacco companies. They're not. So, yeah, I think it is having a big impact. I mean, the UK market is something like 2 billion, of which half of it is disposable. So taking them off the market, I think, will have an impact. But it's worth remembering that I've been in the sector for 10 years now. It moves so fast. Every year there's a new product. So I've no doubt that disposables will be replaced with rechargeable batteries, refillable. Yeah.
Listen, Tim, thank you so much for your time there.